My name is Sierra. I'm the founder of Creative Edge Travel, and we help people experience Italy's far-flung places and, the fading traditions and phenomenal nature through genuine connection with our local friends. Today, we're doing a coffee chat, and the topic is Tuscany's best hidden gem for breathtaking views. So if you are someone that loves getting off the beaten path and feeling like you've discovered your own little hidden gem, and you love finding amazing, breathtaking views, you definitely want to stay tuned and add this place to your list. Definitely stay till the end because I'm also going to share my favorite restaurant in this village, which is literally hidden. You wouldn't be able to find it if you were just visiting the city. So if you're a foodie and you love unique, hidden, local places, definitely stay till the end. Before I dive in, actually, my Zoom background here is of the place that I'm going to talk about today. So this is the cathedral you see behind me. And sorry, I want to set up my screen so I can see your wonderful comments, but it's hard to juggle 3 different screens, believe it or not. Okay, I think we're good now. Yay. Okay, so this place is called San Miniato. San Miniato. It's actually called San Miniato al Monte, which is like on the mountain, because there's also a town, the modern town, that is more like a modern city town, not a city because it's not very big, but a town. And that's called San Miniato al Basso. So kind of like at the base, if you can think of it that way. So San Miniato Basso and San Miniato Alto. San Miniato Alto al Monte. Alto means tall, so sometimes you hear them say that instead of al monte. So San Miniato, it's a beautiful place, as you can already see from my background, which, by the way, you can get 10 free Zoom backgrounds of some of my favorite hidden places. They're all photographs that I've taken, and instructions that are super easy for how to add them to your Zoom background like mine. So you can get those at the link in the description. So San Miniato is only 45 minutes southwest of Florence. It has a ton of history because the area has actually been settled since at least Paleolithic times. It also lies along the Via Francigena, which is an ancient road and pilgrimage route that runs all the way from France down to Rome and continues down to Puglia, the heel of Italy's boot. So it's a really historical route, and you can actually find pilgrims passing through this village. If you stay there long enough, you'll see them. And there's actually a hostel that caters towards these pilgrims. And it's a really interesting way to meet some interesting people. Some of them are doing it for religious reasons, and others are just interested in the nature and the history of it, and they think it sounds like a cool journey to have, is to walk this route. So there's something for everybody in San Miniato. There's history, like I just talked about, amazing architecture this way, as you can see in the cathedral here, as well as in the main piazza. It's a very unique kind of curved piazza with painted buildings. It's really beautiful, a lot of Renaissance architecture. And also artwork. If you're into art, there is a museum there full of amazing works. There's a building that has a ton of beautiful, beautiful frescoes in it that you can visit. And there is a painting. Oh, sorry. Okay, got it. Sorry. Had a notification. So there are artworks by famous artists such as Verrocchio, who was Da Vinci's teacher. So Leonardo da Vinci's teacher, Verrocchio, has artworks displayed there. And then finally, if you're more of a foodie or more into beautiful views, we've got you covered there too. So let's dive into the food and views real quick. So San Miniato is famous for its white truffles. they're actually more highly valued than black truffles. And the biggest one I ever found was 5.5 pounds. And it was sent to the United States President Eisenhower as a gift. So a little fun fact there. But San Miniato has something called the Sagra del Tartufo, Sagra del Tartufo, and that means Truffle Festival. So if you love truffles, you definitely want to add this event to your list. It's really fun. You could spend the whole day there just wandering around, tasting things, learning, speaking with the local farmers. And so basically they have a section that's just for wine. You can pay something like 10 euros, super cheap, and just taste as much wine as long as you want, talking to the producers, learning about their farming methods, and learning about their wines. And then as you continue into the village, you have a bunch of different booths that are set up by different local farmers. So you have cheese producers where you can taste all kinds of cheese, including truffle cheese. There are food producers, so people that are selling like panini, little sandwiches that are all truffle themed deliciousness. And meat producers, so like salami and prosciutto. I tried lardo for the first time in San Miniato. And what else? They had chocolate makers. So all kinds of producers and local products that you can walk around and taste and purchase. And then you can go into any of the restaurants and have a full-on truffle themed lunch. The truffles just don't stop. So if you love truffles, definitely check out the Sagra del Tartufo. It's a really, really beautiful event. It felt like mostly Italians there. And then of course you have these incredible views that I'm going to talk about now. Oh, and the Sagra del Tartufo happens 3 weekends in a row in November. So that's the time of year that you can check it out. So the views, if you walk all the way to the top, from where this picture was taken, is a tower. And this tower was built in the 13th century, but it was destroyed by the Germans in World War II because they didn't want the Allies to be able to use it as a lookout. But then it was rebuilt in 1958. So cool history there. And a little historical side note about the tower is that Pietro della Vigna was a secretary of the Emperor Frederick II. And he was falsely accused of doing wrong to His Majesty and was therefore imprisoned and blinded in the tower, where he shortly after committed suicide. So this Pietro della Vigna was actually mentioned in the Inferno of the Divine Comedy by Dante. So it's a little interesting historical tidbit there. So yeah, the views in San Miniato are amazing. As you can see, like everywhere you look is this incredible view with all these patchwork, I'm like backwards here, all these patchwork views of the olive trees and the vineyards and the mountains in the distance. It's just gorgeous. And what's great about San Miniato is it's a pretty small village. You can just walk through it. If you're just walking straight through it, it might take you 15 minutes. So pretty small, and it's basically more or less a one straight road that runs through it. There's a third road that comes into it in the center, but from any side of the street, any business you pop into is going to have this amazing view. So no matter where you go and what you do, you always have this amazing view following you. I remember popping into a coffee shop to do some work, me being my very American self, bringing my laptop and trying to find a place I can hole away without disturbing people for a couple hours at a time. So I went into this coffee shop, and it's really beautiful. They have a bunch of different little hideout nooks, and I found one that had this incredible view with little tables sitting outside on a balcony, and I just soaked it up. It was just amazing. But yeah, I realized in that moment that, oh, everywhere you go, there's this priceless view. So San Miniato is definitely a place to go if you love breathtaking views. So now for my best tip, which I can't believe I'm going to share with you because I really want to keep it a secret to myself. But if you've been watching and following along, you deserve it. So I'm going to give it up to you. So this is a restaurant in San Miniato that is one of my favorite places in Tuscany because it's just hidden and it feels like your own little secret. The people are really friendly and nice, and the food is amazing. So basically, macelleria is the word for butcher shop. So it's actually hidden behind a butcher shop. It's called Macelleria Falaschi. And if you go into the butcher shop, you will find a butcher shop. It just looks like a butcher shop. You've got the meat and the counter and the butcher and some local products for sale. But if you keep walking straight behind the butcher's counter, it opens up into these different dining rooms and the kitchen, and you find out, oh, there's actually a whole restaurant, a full-blown restaurant here, and they're serving dishes based on the meat that they sell. And so Andrea Falaschi is the owner. He is the third generation butcher. What I love about Andrea is he has so much character and personality. He's like this rock and roll butcher with tattoos and just so passionate about what he's doing. He took the time to explain to me a lot about how to select meat, how to select the animals for prosciutto and all kinds of things, and how he butchers it. And he is so closely tied to where his meat comes from. He knows all the farmers producing the meat. He goes and selects the animals. He knows exactly what they have been eating. So the quality is incredible. It's all organic, farm raised right there in the valley below that you can see. You just can't get any better than that. It's totally natural meat. And I'm actually mostly vegan. I try to stick to a mostly vegan diet, but while I was there, I definitely decided to try it out, and it was so delicious. I'm not a big meat eater, but honestly, the meat had so much flavor. There was a pasta with bolognese sauce. That was so good. I think it was made with wild boar. And then just the antipasto, the different selection of meats, he had different types of sausages. There's one kind that's local that they use fennel seeds in it, so you get this interesting anise flavor. And even just that plate of the different cuts was really delicious. And I got to go in the back in the kitchen and meet the mama that was making the sauce and get to taste a little bit, and it's just really great. So definitely try to go there as soon as they open to get a view, because at the very back of the restaurant there's a terrace that has this incredible view over the valley below, and it's just so dreamy. It's everything you could want as a foodie going to Italy. This local hidden spot, amazing people, amazing food, amazing views. You would just want to camp out there all day and just keep eating and enjoying, and you should. But yeah, feel free to get in touch with me. I can help you get a reservation so you can make sure you get that table that has the best view. And you can also book an experience if you wanted to dive deeper and actually go visit the farm and learn about the whole process from farm to table. So again, it's called Macelleria Falaschi. So that's it for the coffee chat. I wanted to share one of my favorite places in Tuscany because I know as a traveler, you're always looking, even if you rent a car and you have access, you feel like you don't know where to stop. You feel sure that you're missing some really amazing hidden gems. And the truth is, in Italy, you are. No matter how far you drive and how far you go, you're going to be passing something amazing, because the country is just so full of beautiful places and amazing things to taste, amazing people to meet. So this is one that you'll want to add to your list for sure. So I hope that this was interesting. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any ideas for our future coffee chats, and I will see you here next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern time, as always. Happy getting back to work after this coffee break, and thanks for coming. Ciao.